Welcome again. This is the Military Gooner TV, and I am joined again with my good friend That Gooner guy. And as I said before, go check out his channel, subscribe, drop likes everywhere. All right, so this is actually the preview for Southampton versus Arsenal, Arsenal versus Southampton, and we as Arsenal fans, we know exactly where this is going. We know exactly where this is going. There's no question, there's no doubt. So, that good guy, tell me about yourself. Give me some info about yourself before we get into the game.
Okay, so I have been an Arsenal fan just before the Invincible era. So you can say 2002, just before all the trophies came in my era. And of course, my role model was Thierry Henry. I even tried to play soccer like him. I even tried to train like him. I even tried to score goals like him. I'm serious. I even tried to start off as a winger, then slowly get and I finished school in 2009. I decided to do personal training. So that's what I do here in South Africa. And yes, that's where I'm from. That's where I'm born. So yeah, I've been a fan for quite a while. It's just disappointing where we are at the moment, guys. And when I say that I have not experienced this, I'm serious. I have not experienced Arsenal in 15th position ever in my life. That's the true fact.
Well, I don't think anyone alive at this moment has seen that. I doubt the last time we're in a position like this, maybe 1930 or 1940, I don't think anyone here is alive during those times. But
apparently,
it's not the end and be all of everything. I think we will generally get better. I do believe so. So, all right, so let's get into the game. So our last game out, we lost to Burnley, an embarrassing defeat, and we all by now would probably think that Mikel Arteta would have been out of a job, which goes to show that I think that the club is definitely sticking around with him and the club is definitely backing him. Now, it is not just about sticking with him or backing him by having him there, but financially, you have to back him financially if you're going to stay with him. We as fans who are crying out for proper management of the team, proper management of the club, and at this point in time, we want to look to the cronkies and say this has to be addressed. You have to put some things in place to start these things out. Now, that Gooner guy, I think we have a lot to talk about. So I think we have to do even more and more pods or content like this, because we have to talk about the cronkies, we have to talk about the management of the club, we have to talk about how Edu is actually clinging on to Arteta to save his own job. So we have a lot to talk about. But this here we have now is about Southampton smashing Arsenal. It can happen. So
does any new player that a club gets, we make them look like the next best thing. This is what we do.
No, we start their career off. We always kicked off their career. So
that's what we do.
Yes, finally I got it. We won on both legs as well. I could have sworn we lost one.
No. So
I could have sworn we lost one.
When Danny Ings scored, and I think it was that guy.
Yes, it was a draw, 2-2. Alexander Lacazette scored both goals. It was actually a draw.
Yes, it was a 2-2 draw. Yes, 100%.
But
track.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to reflect on that team, on that particular team, and see how our team set up now versus back then. So we had in our goal, we had Leno. We were playing a back three as well. It was actually Unai Emery was managing the team. Back three of Chambers, David Luiz, and Socrates. In the midfield, we have Tierney left wing back. We have Bellerin at right back, and Lucas Torreira and Guendouzi as the centre midfield pairing. And that was a central midfield pairing that many Arsenal fans really love to see, because he had agility, he had tenacity, he had a variety of things that we don't have, especially in Granit Xhaka. In front of them, we have the man himself, the missing man, Mesut Ozil. And up front, Alexander Lacazette and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So, how we varied from that since then? We don't have Chambers anymore. We don't have Socrates anymore. We don't have Guendouzi. No Lucas Torreira. No Ozil. So basically, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 players out of that team at this moment. And those 5 players, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 isolated cases and 1 injury. So Chambers was the injury. Isolation from Socrates, Torreira, Guendouzi, and Ozil. So those are guys who were isolated and banished from the club.
So
let me see.
looking at formation, unfortunately we cannot play that formation at all against Southampton. Southampton this season have been playing absolutely brilliant. I actually watched the game last week. People can pick on the players that they have, the defenders that they have, but they are all playing very, very well. I think Walcott looks like a different player this season.
Yeah, really.
Danny Ings looks like a striker that can score a goal against us. Well, he definitely scores against us. I mean, it's like his thing.
All right. What we have to do is, when last had Theo Walcott scored a goal, we have to check those things, because remember now, whenever a player hasn't scored in a long while, this is a perfect opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So we have
we need to understand if Mikel Arteta is going to play the same back four, the exact same back four. We know that Rob Holding cannot deal with pace. We know that Hector is not playing, so it will be different because Niles or Cedric will start. So what do we know? We know Niles is a better defender. We know Cedric is okay in defending, but he's very good going forward.
With crosses as well. Let's put our right foot.
Yeah, so I would honestly be very cautious with Southampton because their passing is very fluent. It's not the Southampton of old. It's a very new balanced team. Ward-Prowse is looking like a little magician in that midfield.
Free kicks.
Yeah, we have to stop thinking that Arsenal that we have these players that are actually better than Southampton, because currently we do not. We do not have those players to actually compete one-on-one with them at the moment. If we are going to win this game, the only way we can win this game is to tactically defeat Southampton, meaning that we actually have to defend for once and break against them. Because if we're going to try...
Their coach is a very good coach, an experienced coach as well.
So if we're gonna try to if we're gonna try to break them down, they have enough pace to counter-attack us. And unfortunately, we do not have Thomas Partey. We know that Mohamed El Neni and Ceballos might start as a pairing. Now it depends what Mikel Arteta does. He might stick with his tactic with long balls into the box, which is going to end up very, very bad for Arsenal, because their defender, I think his name is Vestergaard,
7 foot.
Very good in the air, and he can pass.
He's 7 foot.
Pass.
The Vestergaard is about 7 foot.
Exactly.
He's taller than almost every keeper in the Premier League.
That's what I mean. He is solid as well, and his passing range is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a very tricky game. I honestly think they come into the Emirates. We can set up as a 4-2-3-1, just like what we did against Burnley. However, our tactics need to be spot on, meaning give them the ball, because that's what they like this season. They like to play with the ball. They did the same thing against United. It was just fortunate that Manchester United came back 3-2 in the second half. It was just out of luck. I strongly think that we should allow them the ball, and as soon as they get to the edge of our box, we need to break. That's the only way we're actually going to beat Southampton this season. because Vestergaard, as good as he is, he's still a very slow defender. But yeah, guys, this is me and you just talking here. It depends what Mr. Mikel Arteta is gonna do, because I can't see him changing what is. I'm dead serious.
I don't think that Mikel Arteta would really go with Hector Bellerin or Willian. Willian did not have a bad game, so there's a chance we might see him again. But there's no way he can go with Hector Bellerin, because if you should look at the final 20 minutes, when you replace Hector Bellerin, we automatically look like a stronger team on the right-hand side of the team. So I don't think that he would definitely go again with Hector Bellerin. He has to consider, he has to reconsider his tactics in regards to his defensive pair and also his right back. Now, this is a good opportunity for us to see Mari alongside Gabriel, because there's no more Europa League. So it's a perfect opportunity. So we'll definitely have to see what Mikel Arteta is going to do. Give me your predicted lineup, and give me two. I want two things. What you think Mikel Arteta may go with, and what you want.
This is honestly what I think he might go with. The 4-2-3-1. Honestly. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Now.
So you have. I just numbers because I see the number 10, so I'm just assuming.
No. So when I got this, it only came up to 11 numbers. So I put numbers in the position. It's not the shirt. Do not get carried away. Was it not in the game?
Who do you think will start? Who do you think is going to play?
We will have to go with Leno in goal. We have to. As right back, I honestly would go with Niles. I feel he's a lot more controlling than Cedric. He can actually run back and defend, and he's pretty quick going forward. Alongside him, I'm gonna go with. I think I will switch it. I think I want to see Gabriel and then Marie. I feel Marie is a little bit better on the left side. And as my left back, I will go with Kieran Tierney. In the midfield, I would go with. This is a hard one. This is a very, very hard one.
Yeah, really.
See, like I want to say El-Neni and Willock, or I want to say El-Neni and Ceballos, or Ceballos and Willock. But we have to understand who we're actually playing. We actually need some muscle in that midfield. I'm going to go with Ceballos and Willock. I feel like Willock, if given the opportunity and given the right responsibility, he can be that Patrick Vieira look-alike. But I do understand that we have Thomas Partey, who's very identical to what we're looking for, but he's injured and he's out. So I feel, look, I'm going to go.
And at the moment, El-Nini. So the reason why I put that in context is because look at Ceballos. You realize that despite the fact that he has the passing potential to break the line and all those type of things, Danny Ceballos he's not the type of player to go forward too often. But we know for a fact that once Willock is on the field, he's an extra midfielder inside the 18-yard box. And he's an extra threat, which means that he might pull a defender to him, and that might free up another striker, either Aubameyang or Lacazette or anyone who's striking. But what I do know for a fact is that his movement, getting inside of the 18-yard box can cause a bit of problem for the Southampton defenders, because they're not sure if they should go and pick him up, because there will definitely someone else on mark. So that is something to think about. And the reason why I use El-Nini is because he has the agility and the physicality to get back whenever there's a counter attack. Then Ceballos is not that quick.
Yeah. So let's go with Mohamed El-Neni and Willock, because I can see the pros and I can see the cons, but the pros at the moment, outweighs the cons.
We have to focus on the pros because we have been focusing on the cons for too long now, so we have to focus.
No.
Yeah, so we need. This is a game where we have to get something out of. Have to.
You know that Southampton is a stronger team than Burnley.
They're stronger than us at this moment. So
that's what I'm saying. Like the way they play is actually scaring me.
Oh my word! An Arsenal fan saying you're scared of Southampton.
Southampton. It is just imagine that as an Arsenal fan. That
remember that when weekend we have Everton, we're facing Carlo Ancelotti. So if we don't get this right, how are we going to get the weekend one? Oh. All right, so
it's just
your predicted starting lineup.
This depressing. Depressing. It's depressing. Okay, so as number 10, you know who I want. I want Smith Rowe to start this match. I'm sick and tired of this experiment with Laka. I can understand what he's trying to do, but if you want to win against a team like Southampton, you need runners. I'm very sorry. You need a player that's going to pick up the ball and is going to run 20 yards and he's going to pass the through ball. You actually need a player like Smith Rowe in this team. I think it was in my preview or it was the video before my preview when I actually mentioned Smith Rowe actually looks like a younger version of Jack Grealish. Yeah, plays very similar. So I'm going to go with him as my number 10. On the left, I'm going to go with Reece if he's back. I'm not 100% sure if he's back.
Pepe's back.
Yeah, so Pepe will go on the right. So the reason why I'm not adding Saka to this team is I think he needs a break. Otherwise, he's going to get injured. He can start on the bench. I do believe that Reece Nelson will add that extra pace for us on the left. That's only if he's fit. If he's not fit, then of course we can go with Saka. But if Reece is fit, as I strongly believe that he needs to start. Now Pepe on the right. You see what Arteta does to Pepe in the Europa League. He needs to do the same with Pepe in the Premier League. In the Europa League, Pepe has a free role. The last player to actually have that was Mesut Ozil. Now, when you give Pepe a free role, Pepe can actually drift into the middle. He can support as a number 10. He can play as a false 9. Pepe can go to the right. He can drop a little bit deeper so he can take shots. Now, we've seen this in the Europa League. Now, Arteta needs to give him that free role, that actually supports him as a player, because currently he is on form. We need to use him. And of course, top front, I'm gonna go with Balogun. I know who you want to go with, but I don't think he is ready.
All right, so that's just a promising starting lineup. Everyone that I'm playing in my starting lineup, I have reason for them to be in there. So I would go with let me see, Leno in goal. Hot right.
What's your?
I think many people would agree with me when they say Hector Bellerin should not start. I think the Arsenal fan base is saying that Hector Bellerin should not start.
Hector is actually out. He got 5 yellow cards in the Premier League, so he's also suspended for 1 game. So you won't see him. Thank God. You
Really?
will not see. Seriously, him and Xhaka are out the game.
Oh, so we only have one problem to get rid of.
Holding.
That is Willian. So 2 are out. We're completed with 2. All right. So
Yeah.
all right. So that is excellent. That is. All right. So I'm gonna change it up a bit. I'm gonna take a massive chance here. Why not? This is the perfect time to take chances. We're in the middle of the season. If anything goes wrong, we can address it by January by a few transfers or even a free transfer or something. I'm going to say Cedric right back.
Okay.
Pablo Mari.
What?
Pablo Mari. David Luiz might be back. David Luiz might be back. I wouldn't want David Luiz still, but if he's back, I think he might play. So David Luiz, Gabriel. Left back, Kieran Tierney, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Midfield pivot, double pivot. We have Mohamed Elneny and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. On the right wing, on the right wing, we have Nicolas Pepe. With Nicolas Pepe on the right, I am putting Joe Willock in the central attacking midfield here because we need someone to break the line. We have to have someone to be an extra body inside the defensive third, the attacking third, and also someone who can get back, can sprint. Someone when we're under pressure, they can receive the ball and they can drive out of the defensive third or defensive third and hold the ball a bit to relieve some pressure from our defense. So I put in Joe Willock in the central attacking midfield area. On the left hand side, I would definitely go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on the left and put Alexander Lacazette up front.
I can honestly not handle Lacazette as our number 9. Look, last season I thought that he was going to kick on. I honestly thought coming into this season, Lacazette and Oba would be that 40-goal strikers, so 2020 between them, and we would make Champions League and we would finish in third position. That was my strategy around what Mikel Arteta was actually doing with the squad. I do not know what happened now, but Lacazette's confidence is too low. I feel like he's trying to be too physical as a striker, and he keeps getting pushed off the ball. Now imagine him up against Vestergaard.
Ooh, that's a battle.
Now imagine
we don't have a physical player because even Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang himself is not physical. He does not get into 1v1s with defenders. So,
but now imagine Balogun up against any of those defenders. Now remember, Balogun's trait, what he does best, whether he played for the youth, whether he played in the European League, whether he came off the bench, you could see play is way better than Lacazette.
Yeah, that is true.
His physical strength he's like a younger version of Drogba, just faster.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. I know there's a lot of people that said that I'm adding too much pressure on him as a kid, but look at Ajax. Ajax promotes youth. They went to the Champions League final with youth. Now, who's the assistant coach that took them to the Champions League final?
Who was the assistant coach?
That took Ajax to the Champions League final.
Oh no, I don't remember.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Really?
Our player, Dennis Bergkamp, is Ajax's assistant coach that took them to the Champions League final.
Is he still there?
I'm not 100% sure. I do know that he wants to come to Arsenal. But as long as Mikel Arteta is still there, I highly doubt that he will come to Arsenal because...
I think their technical director is actually, I think it's Van der Sar.
But I understand that...
It's important of having people with football knowledge around their team.
Yes.
You can see growth.
Imagine having Patrick Vieira as our main coach. Imagine having Dennis Bergkamp as our assistant coach, Andre as our attacking and forwards coach. You can even add in Freddie Ljungberg back into our youth setup.
Yeah.
Now that looks
because he was doing good.
That sounds like a management that can win us something because they all have won trophies. They know what it is to fight for the badge. They're Arsenal supporters. What we have currently is Mikel Arteta, who is an Arsenal fan, but his backroom staff are not. We have Edu that's there, but Edu is just worried about his Brazilian friends. It's the club itself.
I think that personally, I would definitely want, if we're going to change manager, it has to be someone who's a proven winner.
Yes.
Championship winner, Champions League winner, Premier League, doesn't have to be Premier League winner, but someone who's proven winner of titles, major titles. So I am not eager to get rid of Arteta until I know for a fact that the backroom staff is sorted out, because at this moment I don't think Allegri will be working with Edu, Vinay. Allegri is an astute professional where he has been managing massive clubs for years. So when you know someone stupid and don't know their role, it will cause problem. So I think that the head department of the club has to sort out before we can definitely throw everything on Mikel Arteta, because we have seen these things have been happening over time now, for even during Wenger era, in the latter stages of Wenger, when everyone was getting technical director. Ever since Manchester United manager Ferguson left Manchester United, they have been free fall, because they haven't assigned a technical director. They haven't assigned a proper technical director, I should say, on certain people in certain positions to get the club going and moving forward. When Liverpool were going through their downfall or their down period, they take their time, they build, they get a technical director, they get in the medical staff, new members of the medical staff. They also then know, they say, okay, let's fit a manager, let's get a manager who fits what we're trying to do. So they get Klopp, they're getting Klopp, and then now Klopp bringing his training staff, and you can see the progress from there on. So Klopp relate to the technical director what he wants, what he thinks can happen, and they can commute and come to an understanding, because these guys are guys who are experienced and have been going through a lot of things before. No, Edu is not an experienced technical director, and that's a fact. He is a technical director prior to coming to Arsenal, but he's not an experienced technical director. I've been through a variety of jobs, doing different things. But I think that is where we have fallen short, and we handed all the dealings, the controlling of the club basically to one person. And no, what is happening is that history is repeating itself, where we have one person managing everything in the club, and we sacked him already, which was Arsene Wenger, and now history repeating itself. We have one manager who is controlling everything in the club, and we're looking to sack him again. So definitely we're going to continue to sack managers until the backroom staff is sorted out.
You know, I was actually with you on that about two months ago. I actually believe that Arteta was not the issue. It was actually the board. It's still the board and the owners. But I thought that Arteta would try and keep his job. I'm being dead honest. Now, when I say try, I mean change the player selection, because you can see it's not working. I honestly thought that he would think for himself as a professional coach that, look, my job might be in jeopardy. The fans will go against me if I keep losing. Let me try something that the fans might. You know what? It's the entire squad. It's not just the 11 that I'm putting out. The youth is not good enough. The 11 that I have is not good enough. So the process, because no one knows what the process is at the moment. So the process in the next few windows is to strengthen what we actually need in our team. But now currently, people will debate, well, he's not using the youth players. He's playing the same 11 that have lost the past three games. He doesn't seem like he cares anymore, because his pre-match and post-match interviews do not make sense. Because at the moment, Arteta sounds like a politician that's trying to defend the board. And now the problem with that is all the fans are going to go after him.
Yeah.
As you can see what's happening. So with all of these problems actually in our club, who do we blame? It has to be Arteta, because he's the first person that can change something in our team, but he's not. He's sticking with Xhaka, with Bellerin, with Rob Holding, with Willian, with Lacazette. Martinez got sold. I think that's where it all started. Slowly the Arteta out people came in, because they were like, but Martinez is on form. Why are you selling him? And then you bought a young keeper that you clearly can see is not going to be good enough. Imagine if Leno gets...
All right, so what are your predictions? Run your predictions, because I think we're running out of time. So run your predictions. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with my with my line up with my one, with that one,
yeah.
that one. I'm gonna go with another 3-1 again against Southampton.
Again, hold on. In favor of Southampton or in favor of Arsenal?
Hey, no. A 3-1 to Arsenal. If he plays the plays that I asked for.
Well, so I understand. So where are these goals going to come from?
You know what? I honestly believe that because of the hunger of the players that I put into their team.
Well, yeah. Young players, they're extremely hungry.
Yeah. Players like Warlock, Balogun, Smith Rowe, they are going to try and show they want to play for Arsenal. I mean, they came up from our youth development. It's look at Saka that came up from our youth development. He's been trying to prove himself every single game. Now imagine Balogun, Smith Rowe, players that have not been given the opportunity in the Premier League. If you give them one game to shine, they will take it with two hands.
So I think we might lose this one again, 2-1, and it might be the game that really throws Mikel Arteta out of the club. And the one goal is going to come from Pepe. He's going to score. Yeah, definitely. And I think that many fans might enjoy it, because we're going to see the likes of Pepe, Nicolas Pepe, and maybe I want to make the Niles at right back. So we definitely know we're not only going to be left-sided, an attacking-based team which only attacks on the left side, but we have more balance and fluidity throughout the game. And as I said, I would love to see Maitland Niles in the midfield area to bring a bit more dominance and physicality as well in the midfield. He might not have the passing, but he has it. So I think that is it for us. Thank you very much again, That Gooner guy, and I would definitely love for you guys to go and check out his channel, because he has really good content. And you know that once you come anywhere, That Gooner guy or Military Gooner, you get straight, genuine Arsenal content. No show, nothing for entertainment. The straight facts. We're speaking about Arsenal Football Club, because we love the club. I want you guys to see a different perspective in regards to what is happening at Arsenal, not only what the media is saying and only what the fan base that is just looking a bit of attention is saying, but straight and genuine Arsenal facts. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Military Gooner, and go and check out That Gooner guy. We're out.
Yes, guys.